Joel Embiid and Paul George both participated in the majority of practice per the Sixers. Paul George has advanced to taking part in 3-on-3 drills. Nick Nurse yesterday mentioned that Joel Embiid may play in the final preseason game Friday against Minnesota. He was also cooking everyone in practice. Shout out Derek Bodner for these clips. I found this funny. Tyrese Maxey misses badly, and Embiid's face says it all. He's like, what on earth did you just shoot? And this damn coach in the gray makes a better door than a window. But you see Embiid eventually fading away. Nothing but net against Paul George. Next time he just says, I'm too big. There's nothing you can do. Same thing to Maxey. His face says it all. He's like, dude, we get it. You're 7 foot. The Paul George matchup is back. 3 dribbles into the fade away. Shout out Kyle Neubeck for these next clips. He fakes one way, goes the other. And look at poor Oubre. Took an elbow to the back of the head. Nearly comes up with the block, though. However, finally, Embiid gets some karma for bullying these smaller players. He smokes the layup against VJ Edgecombe. It turns out he also played in the blue and white scrimmage that they have for Sixers fans. Shout out Austin Krell for this footage. Embiid screens for Grimes. He now has 2 defenders on him. Pass to Embiid. He doesn't force the 3 ball. He gets it back while having a major mismatch. He's doubled, so he kicks to a wide open VJ Edgecombe who is slightly out of frame, but no worries, he makes the defense pay. Now we got Maxey flipping it to VJ, then Grimes. He has 2 defenders on him. He makes a pass to Maxey, who finds Embiid in the middle. Then Embiid finds Barlow in the short corner for the slamma-jamma. On this one, Oubre isos. He has nothing, so smartly he just kicks it out. Embiid bails out everyone with a pump fake, 1 dribble fadeaway over Andre Drummond. Come on now. But this right here is my favorite clip so far. Against Janai Broom, 1 dribble between, another between, another between, into the jumper. That was silky smooth, dare I say, vintage Joel Embiid. Look at this move from Paul George. He fakes this spin move. Now you're thinking, oh, he's going into the turnaround jumper. Psych. Ball fake. Maxey falls for it. Step through. Layup. That full speed is truly a work of art. Also, during that blue and white scrimmage that they held for the fans, Joel Embiid was playing next to Adem Bona. Sixers Adam posted, Nick Nurse seemed optimistic talking about the idea of Embiid and Bona playing together. He said in those lineups, Embiid is the 4 and Bona is the 5. Highlighted high-low passing, rebounding, and rim protection as areas where that pairing can thrive. I always find it funny fans are discussing whether Joel Embiid can play next to another big man, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, he played next to Ben Simmons. He played next to PJ Tucker. He played next to Matisse Thybulle. He has experience playing next to negative floor spacers. It's all about who you put next to those 2. If you have Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, and Paul George next to Embiid and Bona, I'm sure you can get away with it offensively. But if you're putting those 2 next to like Oubre, Dominic Barlow, and Tyrese Maxey, it may get clunky. Defensively, it would be very interesting to see how it works. Nick Nurse mentioned that Joel Embiid is the power forward in that group. However, on defense, I think it's the opposite. Embiid is the 5. You want him around the rim. You don't want him extending to the perimeter. While Bona, I think you can get away with him playing aggressive and switching onto guards at times, especially if you got Joel Embiid backing him up. But for sure, both Embiid and Bona are accustomed to playing the center role defensively, so that might be an adjustment. Also, let's just go over some double big lineups that work around the league. Sengun and Steven Adams had a ton of success late in the year for the Rockets and into the playoffs. Why? Because they just out-rebounded every single team when they were on the court together. Let's go to Boston when they were healthy. Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis. They were so lethal because they could both extend to the perimeter offensively and shoot three-pointers. And that resulted in maximum spacing for players like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Cleveland, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, I mean, they shut the paint off defensively. Those duos work because they have major strengths that teams just can't handle. The question is, what does Joel Embiid and Adem Bona have? Can they establish an identity together? What will it be? Is it rebounding? Is it rim protection? Who knows? But I think that's how you stay on the court as a double big lineup in the modern NBA. That's all I got, though. Definitely stay tuned for Friday's preseason game. It seems like Joel Embiid is going to play as of now. And also, Nick Nurse says he's basically treating it like a regular season game. I think for sure you're going to see Maxey, VJ, and Quentin Grimes. The ultimate question will be, is Embiid playing? I can't wait. Let me know your thoughts below.